Hey babes, I'm back with another tutorial for you guys, so if you like, then just keep on watching. I'm going to be priming my eyes with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer. This is the shade 1.1 Neutral. And I'm going to be using the Tarte Glamour Amazonian Clay Eyeshadow Palette. The first shade I'm going to be using is Graphic. It's a muted green shade, and I'm just going to place this all over both of my lids. You can use a fluffy brush, but I'm just taking a compact brush because I know that I'm going to be layering the product on the outer and inner portion of my lid. Just starting out with light pressure and then a firmer pressure when I'm packing the shade on. Now I'm using the shade Noir, and it's a black shade. I'm going to be using this to go over the green and just building up that color nice and slow. And then I'm just going to take that brush that I used previously and I'm going to diffuse the two shades together a little bit better. You guys always know that I add a glitter, so I'm going to add Gleam on the middle of my lid. And then on top of that, I think I'm going to add the shade Clink just to make it a little bit brighter. And again, I'm just going to diffuse that in a little with the brush that I was just using. For my base, I'm using the Morphe Lightform Extended Hydration Foundation in the shade Light 02N. And I'm just going to apply this with an MCO Beauty foundation brush. I really like the coverage that this foundation gives, and I also like the way that this brush applies makeup. I'm going to be grabbing that Makeup Forever concealer again that I started with, and I'm going to use that on my under eyes and just blend that in with a beauty sponge. Next, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade N03. I'm going to be applying this where I normally use bronzer. This is just a nice subtle product to use instead of bronzer. This was gifted to me by L'Oreal, but my opinions are my own. I really enjoy this product. I use it every day, as well as some of the other shades. For blush, I'm going to be taking this top shade in the Beach Bonfire Cheek Thrills Multi-Finish Face Trio from Morphe. This stuff is really pigmented. A little bit of it goes a long way, and as you can see, I added a lot. So I'm just going to really take my time blending this out. I love this peachy shade. It's perfect for spring and summer. I am going to be setting my under eyes and as well as the rest of my face using the MCO Beauty Brighten and Correct Banana Powder. I also use this every day. I like that it gives you a nice blurred filter-like look. For brows today, I'm going to be using the Shades by Shan Brow Gel and Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. I know you guys probably don't care to see brows done over and over, but I'm just going to show it for the sake of the video. This shade normally goes better with my brows when I have brown hair, but I recently dyed my hair red, so oh well. Finishing off the eyeshadow, I'm just taking that shade Graphic again on my lower lash line, and I'm just going to connect this to the eyeshadow in the corner. For my inner corner highlight, I'm taking the shade Clink. This is one of my favorite liners. This is the Ofra Verafied liquid liner. It has a nice, precise felt tip, and it's really good for details. I'm just going to coat my lashes with some of the Lights Camera Lashes Platinum Mascara. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be using the Persona Cosmetics 90210 lip liner. This thing is so beat up and old. I really need to replace it, but I really am obsessed with this color. I love to outline my lips with this and then just put on a plumping gloss or even chapstick. I don't know, I just really like this shade. Today I'm using the Mentha Shimmer Lip Tint though from Bath & Body Works. It has a nice cooling sensation. It feels really good on the lips. But yeah, that's it for makeup today. This is the finished look, and if you're still here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.